sexy lady. Oh, 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 oh. Open Gundam style. Hello and welcome back to day 4 of Civilization 5 Gods and Kings with the Byzantine Empire. Now last episode we took out Belgrade, so knocked them out, and we now own that city, working on a courthouse and trying to get a road built with the new workers I got from them. How nice. Physics. Trebuchets, that'll be handy dandy. And now of course we've got the Notre Dame that can be built. I like that wonder quite a bit. So we took them, building a road, and I am dispersing my army back to garrison within my other cities. And fortunately just the same amount of units as we have cities, so I don't have them all garrison. I don't get any bonuses or anything because I'm not doing the honor tree. But I would like to just keep them garrisoned, to keep them out of the way. Lets me see what my workers are doing better, and of course, in the off chance that someone dares attack me, I will have units that are already garrisoned, and since I have roads between all my cities, I will easily be able to move everybody around. So next we are going to go ahead and research machinery. I should know compass. Since I already control this entire island, the most important thing right now is to get as much of this sea navigated as we can. I'd like to meet some other nations. I'd like to kind of see what's out there and possibly expand my nation out to try and get a few more cities. So if there's any land I can settle, I would like to do that, and especially would like to meet some new city-states, because this scientific victory is very big on having lots of alliances with city-states, getting those extra benefits, because you know, if you get food, then you don't have to focus on food. You can focus on building scientific upgrades. If you're getting happiness, happiness is good, especially since my happiness is in the toilet from taking Belgrade. I need that courthouse built now, so that would be good. And of course, just any benefit from a city-state is a good benefit. I could use all of it, especially this early in the game. Haha, that's what I like to see. Most literate people, which is the most technologies that they possess. I am in a huge lead, so that scientific lead that I'm in is actually very good. I've got 6 more than the next player, and it's early in the game. That's a huge lead at any point in this game, and to have it so early on, I'm really well off for my scientific victory. I'm feeling very confident now that I've seen that. And that's just exciting to see. That's very exciting. You guys start working on, I don't want a lumber mill. I want a trading post. Even though I'm doing well with gold, I can always use more gold right now. Gold is just such a huge thing. And even though I'm making quite a bit of gold, I would love to have more, so that way I can ally with more city-states. You guys can also, actually no, I'll have you build another farm. I could utilize another farm here. So you guys make me a farm. Thank you. It looks like somebody else has founded another religion. Buddhism has been founded. And I finished my wonder in this city. How nice. Yep, I finished, I believe it's the National College. I got that knocked out. I don't remember. I don't remember what I was building. It's been a little while since I played this game. But I finished whatever I was building in the city, so awesome. Awesome. What to build next, though? Oh, and a university. That's what, there we go. I finished building a university. I was thinking, as soon as I said National College, I was like, you know what? That doesn't feel quite right. I feel like I've already said that. Turns out I have. So we're going to actually work on the Notre Dame. I love the Notre Dame. It is just a happiness machine. And the fact that it gives you plus 10 happiness and the plus 4 faith is huge, because it's just kind of like getting 2 wonders in one, and the plus 10 happiness is already out of this world. That's just an amazing bonus to have. So I really, really like the Notre Dame, and we've got a shrine built. How nice. The shrine is knocked out. Knock out that granary so I can focus on other things. I just like having granaries in all my cities. I never want to ever have to worry about food. I just don't like worrying about food. It's one of my things with this game. So I always make sure I have lots of farms, and that I have granaries and plenty of things to keep that that food value good, because as soon as your food gets in the negative, just tons of things fall apart, and I don't want to deal with it. I want no part in it. So I like having my food situation handy and dandy. The thunder, I don't know if you guys can hear that. I have a pretty good mic. I don't know if it's that good, but it is thundering outside. Not raining, just thundering. You know, it's just taunting me, saying, I might rain. I might, but I'm going to thunder for now, so that way you stay inside and don't come out here. It's probably like a party going on out there, and it's just like, I know, I'm going to scare you away from it. Compass. How nice. We got the compass. And we met Budapest. That is perfect. My drone, I put it on its exploration mode, and it's been moving out. It is a militaristic civilization, so that is cool. Silk. Let's see if I have silk yet. I don't know if I have silk. What do we got? Oh, I already have silk, so I'm not really concerned with becoming friends with them. I would rather prefer not having a militaristic friend or ally, because I don't want to get the free units right now. I don't need them. I'm not at war with anybody. I have a very good defensive force, so I would much rather not have to worry about constantly getting all these units and then paying for them. I just don't want any part in that. So we're going to knock out this and get the Caravel, because I like it. I like the Caravel. It allows you to explore more on the ocean, because once you get to these deep water tiles, I mean, I'm actually pretty surprised that my Dromon was able to cross this far. It's a pretty decent gap for just a simple small sea vessel to cross, so that's pretty cool that he is able to be out here and getting some exploration going for me. And Antioch has adopted a religion. Yes, another Jewish city. That is awesome. 3 out of the 4 cities that well, 3 out of the 5 cities that I own are Jewish cities, and they've got 3 followers, and these guys got 1 follower. So any day now, Adrianople should be switching to a Jewish majority, as well as Ragusa and Belgrade. Both of those guys are well on their way. It'll be a little while, I'm sure. They have 3 followers as well. It'll be a little while before they hop over to my bandwagon. But it is good that my religion is spreading so well. You know, that's just one of the benefits of Rhodes having cities connected, is that it's just the religion spreads, and you don't have to worry about wasting your great profits on actually spreading the religion, and then in turn you could focus them on spreading it elsewhere to other continents and other nations, and really getting those extra benefits, especially since I have the added benefit of being able to have an additional combat bonus next to enemy cities of the same faith as me. That just having that bonus, it's great to be able to have the freedom of sending. Oh, great power flicker. That's wondrous. Hopefully the power doesn't go off. I don't mind the power flicker, but it would really be unfortunate if the power went off, because although I do record this on a laptop, it's completely independent from everything else, it saves on my external hard drive, which is plugged into the wall, so that would just not be good. And we met Monaco. Cultured. I want to be friends with you. So we're going to find you on the map. And you got gems, iron. Ooh, that's nice. I've been needing iron. Oh, you guys have heard me complain about not having iron. I can't believe we don't have any iron on this entire little island that we're on. So I don't care about you. Build a road. All right. That's what you're doing anyways. I clicked find them on the map so I can find them on the map, not so that you can take me away. Alright, so these guys are over here. They've got gems, and I already have gems. That's fine. Whatevers. I really want that culture bonus, though. I'm doing well with my culture, but I have the gold, so I'm going to give them a 500 gold gift, and now we're going to be friends. So that is cool. Be nice to be allies, but I don't have that much gold, so that'll do for now. I'll be friends with them for 10 turns. I get a nice little bonus of 6 culture, which is about a 20% increase approximately from where I was, so that's cool. That is cool. And pretty soon I'll get a new policy in about, is that 3 turns? 3 turns, get a new policy, so that's also very nice. The Great Barrier Reef. We have found it, and we get bonus happiness, so it's another additional happiness. That's fine. It's not going to be a huge bonus. I'm still at -5. And output if worked. I have no clue how to work these things. It always says output if worked. You can't build anything on them. I don't know if the output if worked is if it's included in your territory or what. I don't understand that. I've been trying to figure it out forever. That's one thing I don't understand about this game is how necessarily to work those guys. So, but I don't necessarily worry about it because they're a rarity in the first place. You don't have that many on the map, so they tend to be out of place. And there's another power flicker. So I might have to make this episode a little bit shorter because I would really hate to get cut off in the middle of it and have to come back. So I'll have to make this a shorter episode before the storm comes in. Alright, so I just discovered the Great Barrier Reef for a second time. That's interesting. I don't know if this happens all the time or if that was just a glitch, but I was at -6 happiness. I found the first part of it, so then I went to -5, then I found the second part and went to -4. So I'm getting an additional happiness from it. So that is cool. I would take that. That works for me. Adopt a policy. Alrighty, let us get this one. I really want to get that additional 2 happiness from every luxury resource. That's such a huge bonus. And that +1 science is crucial to my win. So I'm going to get that. I like getting that +1 science from the mints and the banks and all those other wondrous things. So we're going to knock out that. Continue working towards our commerce. Yeah, there we go. Adrianople. They have also adopted religion. So now 4 out of my 5 cities are officially Jewish. So that's very helpful. I like that. Lots of benefits from all of that. Alrighty, well, I had a little bit of technical difficulties. My program shut down, so I restart everything, but we didn't lose much. So we're right back pretty much to where we left off. And Adrianople has finished university, so it is nice. What to build next? We got lots of options. But I'm going to go ahead and knock out a workshop so I can get that little production bonus. I like to get as much production, buildings, and things like that knocked out earlier because the sooner you get them knocked out, the more benefits you get to enjoy from them. Well, we've met our first other nation. Looks like we're playing against Sweden. So they're pretty... they're not the most useful nation of the Gods and Kings DLC. But I've never played them before, so that'll be cool. That'll be fun. But they're not the most useful while playing as them. So we got a bunch of workers who finished stuff. You guys finished a trading post, so you can go ahead and work on another. My money has gone down quite a bit, so that's surprising. I'm not quite sure why. Oh, I know why. It's this road right here. Been working on a road from Belgrade to Ragusa, and then from Ragusa, I'm gonna build a road to Nicaea. So that way I will have another 2 cities connected. The city-state will then in turn love me all the more for connecting them. And iron, when did you appear? I searched everywhere for iron and no go. And next thing I know, there's iron just chilling right there. So come on now. Looks like I do have iron around my territory, so that's cool. I may purchase that tile. I'm going to see how the city expands first. I don't need it right now. It's not a pressing thing to have because, you know, I don't have any units that would utilize it in the first place, and I'm not at war with anybody, so I don't need those units at this dire moment. I've got catapults, I've got archers, and those guys are great for defense, and that's all I'm doing right now. So I will simply wait to see how well that city expands, and if, you know, these guys finish picking up these deer and the upgrades of the city and haven't gotten it yet, then I'll buy it and pick that tile up. But I am not the kind of player who really enjoys buying tiles. I'm a very patient person, so when it comes to getting things, I would rather wait and save the gold for things that are more important to me, such as city-state alliances, rather than spend it on building upgrades that if I waited another 10 or 20 turns I would get anyways. And we now have astronomy, so we can build a caravel, which is very handy-dandy in exploring the ocean, and that will help me get to see everything. And also, this is good for a science victory because it lets you build the observatory. And we're now in the Renaissance era. Whoopee! And we got our first spy, so that's cool. What's his name? Iano? That's a weird name. Iano. So, you guys build me another trading post so we can get some more monies to pay for all the stuff we're doing. And you guys go ahead and build me a mine. I could utilize a mine. The city's still growing, so I could utilize the additional production. Alright, let's see what we're going to do next. I'm going to have another tech tree to get a broader view on what we are doing. Don't need the military upgrades quite as bad. I mean, I'm pretty well off in general. Things are going very well for me so far. I've got a very good advantage with the science and with culture, and a very good built up nation. So that's all good. But I'm going to go ahead and go for banking next. I would like to be able to pick up banking because I like to really work on my money right now. It's going to be my next focus. We now have the road to Ragusa, so now we just got to finish the road here to Nicaea, and that'll be 2 more trade routes and that extra influence. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up chivalry and then banking because everything else is doing really well right now. So I have enough time to take a little bit of a break from focusing on scientific research and do a little bit of minority research, so that way I can get my money going. I would like to be able to get a very handsome amount of gold flowing in every turn so that I can continue to butter up these city-states and get as many of them on my side as possible. And we're going to go ahead and send you out to... see, we're going to send you to a city-state. Even though I've discovered Sweden, I don't know any of their states yet. Plus, I'm so far technologically advanced than all these other nations that it'd be pretty much a waste of time to send my spy to those cities, because I can almost guarantee that there's not going to be anything worthwhile to steal from these guys. So I'm just going to go ahead and send them out to Monaco. I'm working on trying to get them to be my friend. Gave them a little bit of gold, but I could use a little bit of extra oomph there. So that's good. And wow, somebody has to really be researching. Yeah, they're obviously going for a military victory because they've already got Alhambra built, which means they've already researched chivalry, which is not that far advanced. I mean, I'm very advanced in... oh, you guys want to be an embassy? That works. I will accept your embassy. Why not? And there was another thing of thunder. You guys had to have heard that one. That was pretty loud. So, well, I love it when they want to send embassies and they don't want to take all my stuff, because a lot of times they're like, you are going to put our embassy in your city and you're going to give us all of your resources, but you don't get to put an embassy in our city. I love it when they do that. It's just like, really? You really think I'm going to accept that? I mean, I get nothing out of this at all. I simply get to meet your ambassador, and I don't care about your ambassador. So I love it when they do that. But that was a fair trade. I now know where his city is. I will go take a look at that to see what he's got going on over there momentarily. But we finished the granary here, so we shall start working on a library. Actually, no, market. I like to get that money going, so we're gonna start working on that. Let's take a look at what he's got. So, that's kind of surprising. Oh, no, those are farms. Just hasn't loaded. All right. I was like, that's some pretty open land, but I saw the little farmhouses, so I just hadn't loaded yet. So yeah, that's good. He's got a pretty decently upgraded area. He's got a quarry there. A lot of times it doesn't show you everything, but if you hover over these areas, it'll tell you if he's got something built or not. So that's cool. 14 city. My capital is a 12, so his main city is a little bit better than mine. But then again, I am focusing on expansion rather than centralizing all my focus on just a few cities. So my cities are going to tend to be a little bit smaller than my opponents, but at the same time, I'll most likely have a lot more cities than all of them. Hello, great scientist. I love these guys. Great scientists are one of my favorite guys to give. Those and the great artists. I love both of them. Great. Well, actually, I love any greats. I love anybody of any greatness except for a great admiral. I just don't feel like great admirals do that much, in my opinion. Naval warfare is just not that big of a thing in Civilization. And even though they revamped it in Gods and Kings and made it a little bit more of a thing, it's still not that big of a deal. So, I prefer anybody but a great admiral. But then again, you don't get them that often anyway, so it's not like it's that big of a deal. So we're going to go ahead and move him out here and get him working on building us another academy, because that bonus of 8 science is just huge. It's a very good bonus, and it's early enough in the game that I don't really need to save them to research me any other technologies, and I have a far enough advance that there's no point in getting these other technologies because I already have such a big advantage on everybody else that wasting him on something like that would be extremely petty and short-sighted. And maybe if I was at war and I really needed to get a unit to upgrade, then I would utilize him for that. But at this time, everything is going extremely well, so I'm going to use him for that. We have chivalry research. Banking is next. That is useful. Got that knocked out. And you go ahead and build me my academy. Yippee. That is nice. There we go. Every single one of my cities are now following Judaism. Belgrade just accepted it, so that is cool. And you guys go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and build the road right here rather than in the tile right there, because it would just be a little bit more advantageous to have the road as close to the center as possible. I mean, I wanted to minimize the amount of roads I had, but at the same time, the quicker I can get my units from, say, Adrianople over here up to Belgrade, it would be good. Because right now they have to go all the way down and around, and that wastes a lot of time. It's pretty much quicker just to cross them across the desert tiles and the few hills that are there to get them there. And I need that road built pretty much today because Ragusa, I'm losing grasp on them. I've got 2 turns left of being allies, and I really need that road to be built so that way I can get that little bonus from having a trade route built between us, and I don't have to spend monies on buttering them up any longer. I prefer to not have to spend some monies because I'm kind of tight on money as it is. My income has dropped quite a bit from what it was to now only plus 8 gold per turn, and I'm also trying to woo Monaco into being my allies as well. So it's a little tough to have to woo 2 people at once, making only 8 gold per turn, and we rigged their elections, so that's nice. We're not friends with them, so that is good, because we were friends with them, but we lost our friendliness, our friendship, because I'd only given them enough gold to really hold them as my friends for 10 turns. So I now have another 7 turns with them, so that's good. I may give them 250 gold. Most likely I will just kind of let it, I'll let it drop down to below a friendship level. And then once I get my gold in a little bit better situation, I'll friend up with them, possibly ally with them, and get that going on, because I'm not making enough gold right now to just pay every single person to be my friend. I gotta be a little patient and a little miserly with how I spend it for now. There we go. We have the road to Ragusa all finished, which is good because I lost my alliance with them for 1 turn, and that made my happiness drop to a -5 instead of the -1 it is right now. So nice to have them back as my allies. I get those rare resources back that I was getting from them, and I also have my trade route finished between both them and Belgrade, so that is good. That's going to give me some nice bonuses to my monies, pretty much doubled, and I get a little bit of an extra science bonus for having those guys connected. And it looks like we finished building something. Where did we finish building? Which someone selected. There you go. There they are. You guys go ahead and build a farm. You're right on a river, so might as well. I like to utilize those river tiles to build some farms on. You guys are also finished. You were the ones who were working on the road. You know what? I really, really, really want a road between these 2 cities, but I just can't afford it right now. So I'm going to have to wait till later on in the game to do that. So you guys go ahead and move over here. You can work on building some upgrades in Adrianople. I don't have anybody over there right now, so go knock that out. And we finished the workshop. That's good. So we're going to go ahead and build. What do I need? I'm very well off on everything right now. I don't really need anything. But if I'm going to build something and I don't have any monarity places going on. How many more markets? I need quite a few more markets for that, so I'll have to focus on getting that going. So you guys are just going to go ahead and knock out a temple for me. Just get a little bit more faith going on, because Ninth Faith was good, but at this point in the game, 168 turns in, it's no longer gonna keep me as far advanced. People are gonna start catching up pretty quick without me building a few more faith-based buildings. Here we have it. We have the Notre Dame. And my happiness is officially out of the toilet. +8, not bad. That is good. I can start working on getting those golden ages again. So I got that knocked out. Got banking knocked out. I finished building something else in one of my cities. Let's see. What else do we got? Notre Dame is finished. So you guys can first knock out a market. Can't believe I don't have a market in Constantinople. I've been so focused on building wonders that I haven't gotten around to it. So you guys knock that out. And why not? We'll go ahead and just do a real quick another advancement there. We'll knock out machinery. And I really like getting machinery knocked out. I mean, I absolutely love having good ranged units. That's one of the best things in the game. If you have good ranged units, you can really win any fight. Just because of the fact, I mean, every unit is key in this game, utilizing each one to their strengths and weaknesses. But especially on defense, or if you're retreating, well, anytime. Ranged units are just good. They're good. They're a safe bet to pick if you have to choose between upgrading one unit or another. And I like researching machinery due to the fact that you get faster movement on roads. That's always helpful. Never hurts to be able to move quickly on roads. But anyways, guys, I'm going to end this episode off here before the storm comes in and turns off my power. I hope it doesn't, because I was really hoping to watch The Avengers tonight. Picked that up on DVD the day of its drop, and I've been watching it practically daily. It's been my ritual ever since. So I'm going to go chillax, do that. If you enjoyed this video, show me some love, hit that like button, favorite if you really liked it, leave me a comment, tell me whatevers. I love to see you guys' comments, and I will see you guys laters.